Hey, how's it going, captains? Admiral Tori here, and welcome aboard for another Sailing with the Admiral. So, in today's video, I want to talk about my plans on World of Warships, at the same time, my summer plan. Let's begin with the World of Warships, the Bismarck video. At the last second, with great disappointment, I watched the video and I decided to scrap it. And the reason why I scrapped it is because that satisfaction isn't there. I don't really put videos out there just because, oh, it looks done to me. I actually watch my videos a couple times, and if it's not there, what's the point of putting the video? Because if the first half of the video doesn't sound pleasing, then nobody's gonna watch the other half of the video, and it defeats the purpose of doing the video. So I thought to myself, the reason why I wasn't satisfied was because the information that I was dishing out was not organized to me. It was a little bit all over the place, and I decided that I was going to scrap the video and try again. Now, I have taken multiple takes on the Bismarck video, at least 10 to 20 takes, and that is a lot of takes. I don't think I put that much takes on any other video, but this one was a long take because I wanted to get that right quality, considering the fact that the Bismarck is a very popular ship. So I think that the reason why I wasn't there was because I was doing the video in a hurry at the time of my semester, like halfway through the semester, when a lot of work is being piled up on my shoulder, and I was thinking about how I could juggle between schoolwork and getting that Bismarck video out. And at the end of the day, it was schoolwork that decided my priority. Basically, is my priority will always be the schoolwork. And the fact that I kind of rushed the Bismarck video, I just decided that, you know what, after I'm done with the work, I'm going to spend roughly the weekend doing the Bismarck video, because the gameplay was also old. It's almost 4 months old, I believe, so that kind of gives you an idea how long I had the Bismarck video on hold. But it's not like there isn't any Bismarck video out there, so I'm thinking of trying to get the video before, or at least during the time when Wargaming releases the new patch, when they have the hunt for the Bismarck. And it would make sense because some people don't know anything about the Bismarck, and the purpose of the video was more geared towards talking about the Bismarck historically speaking, rather than how you play the Bismarck. Because the Bismarck, it's pretty clear that the Bismarck is a very powerful ship, intuitive. It doesn't require that much of someone's experience to learn to play battleship, especially when you grind all the way to tier 8. Now, of course, there are some misconceptions about the Bismarck, which I will talk about at the end of the video when it comes to relating the ship in the game and historically speaking, and how you should play the ship briefly. I'm not going to, the ultimate details about the Bismarck. Now, on the other note, when it comes to World of Warships, I know for a fact that recently I've been uploading a lot of American and a few Japanese and no other nation ships. I'm trying my best to get some other nation ships in this channel, especially when you see the French cruiser already out. I have a Bouilloni from the Santa's Convoy that I had on hold for quite some time. I am playing a lot of carriers at the moment at the same time, because I don't know, I just feel like World of Warships isn't there for me. I don't feel like playing World of Warships at the moment, and I've been thinking about how much hours I put into World of Warships. You see, World of Warships is taxing me a lot. A lot of my energy has been taxed on this game, and one of the biggest problems I have with World of Warships is unlocking things when it comes to credits. I've been playing a lot of American ship because of that, because majority of my good premium ship are American. The Missouri, the Alabama, the Atlanta. Only a few other ships from other nations offer reliable amount of credits to me, and it really comes down to how I play the ship. So something like the Belfast I can grind off of to make credits, but I personally prefer to play the Alabama because it's fun to play. I do have the Tirpitz. I know for a fact that Tirpitz makes great credits. The problem with the Tirpitz I have compared to the Alabama is that the Tirpitz, you really have to force the the engagement. So when I get into a high tier matchmaking, for instance, if I were to face tier 9, tier 10 battleships that sit at the back of the map at least 13 to 18 kilometers on average, it's hard to play the Tirpitz because the Tirpitz usually does well, or at least make you the money if you can force a 13 and below kilometer fight because of her secondaries, her torpedo, and it makes sense. And the reason why it's hard to do well with the Tirpitz at a distance is because you got 380mm guns. Those guns are not going to make it when it comes to doing reliable amount of damage at a distance. Now, of course, you can definitely work with these guns. I have Citadel battleships at 15 kilometers with these 380mm guns, but the point is that the ship has to be broadside, and he's going to have to at least give me 2 chances of shooting his broadside because the dispersion on the Tirpitz isn't that reliable compared to the Alabama. So that is why I play more Missouri and Alabama, because they're more suitable for the higher tier matchmaking. Now, Tirpitz usually does really well if you get the lower bound of the matchmaking. So something like a tier 6 matchmaking where people are new to the game, people are more aggressive, that is where the Tirpitz does well because she is really designed to be a aggressive ship on World of Warships. So yes, there's a lot of American ships and been trying to get some different types of ships, and at the same time been playing a lot of carriers because I was just sick of playing gunboat type of ships at the moment. So I have planned for the Bismarck. At the same time, I do have a Taiho video coming soon. Hopefully I can get the Taiho and Bismarck together on this channel. Moving along, let's talk about my summer plans. Now, I am off for roughly a month to go on vacation. I possibly will go out of state and take a week off, so I won't be uploading for a solid week. After that, hopefully I can get back to work with doing some stuff with my channel for roughly 2 weeks, and then I'm gonna start another round of school in June and July, and then I got August off. Now, I'm kind of like a seasonal person because you notice that I upload a lot of videos at one point, and some points I just don't upload videos, but summer is the time where I like to play a lot of games when it comes to different types of games, not just World of Warships. Most of you guys already know that I do most of my content on World of Warships, but the biggest reason why I started this channel is because I want to start off with World of Warships and then move along with other games that I want to try in my life. And I have several games I'm going to try to finish. Number 1, I am going to get a Prey Let's Play through because the Prey, I bought Prey and the Prey came out like a couple days ago. I'm looking forward to playing the Prey. When it comes to horror games, I enjoy recording myself when it comes to playing horror games because it's really interesting to watch yourself play horror games, especially considering the fact that when it comes to horror games or any type of scary games, it isn't really my taste when I began playing games. I was looking for like the fantasy, the shooter, the straightforward games. Horror games, the great thing about horror games, especially when people watch me play horror games, is because some people have the same mentality that they don't like the scary things, but they enjoy watching people playing horror games. No, I'm not gonna do like the YouTube fake, the fake attitude, the fake scare, because some people do it, and you gotta realize that people who are really good at YouTube, some of them are genuine when it comes to being scared, but some of them I feel like they're really good at acting. And at the end of the day, when you watch movies, some people are really good at actors, like being an actor, and people who are really good at, making it sound genuine, is really impressive. That's where they get most of the views. For me, I'm just going to play the game as I would play the game. Hopefully I can get some talking through in the background, like trying to discuss what's going through my mind, of course. But there will be moments, I'm pretty sure there's going to be moments where I will panic. Hopefully I would genuinely panic, but most cases I won't panic, hopefully. So I have plans for Prey. I also have plans for trying to get a Fallout 4 Let's Play continuation, because I had Fallout 4 for roughly a year, or at least more than a year now. And I supposed to finish Fallout 4, which is funny because I finished Doom and Tomb Raider before Fallout 4, considering that Doom and Tomb Raider came right after Fallout 4, far ahead of those. In terms of the game being released, it was way ahead when it comes to comparing with the Fallout and Doom. So yeah, I'm gonna try to finish Fallout 4. I can't really guarantee Fallout 4 because Fallout 4, it's time consuming because you're trying to get things done. Now I have other plans for Skyrim. I'm thinking of playing some Skyrim because it's been a while since I played Skyrim, and then also plan on playing some Shogun 2 because I'm feeling the RTS style. Normally I play Shogun 2 back in the days in high school during the summer when I have nothing else to do, because I find it really fun conquering Japan several times with different types of clans. So aside from that, that is my plans with World of Warship and Summer. Now in the background, the gameplay is a Tier 9 Japanese aircraft carrier, the Taiho. I find it really funny, but this game is the first game I actually won with the Taiho. I don't know what it is, but I went on a 7 losing streak with the Taiho. And I had the Taiho for over half a year, and I have never played random battles until recently. So I only have like 8 games with the Taiho, because most of the games I put into the Taiho is cooperative, because it's really hard to play carriers with stock planes and stock hull, so I had to stick to cooperative. But recently I was able to manage to unlock all the things on the Taiho. Like I said, I have problems with credits. I just don't have enough credits to get things unlocked, because I'm not, a person who plays World of Warships like those streamers out there who put a lot of times in World of Warships to unlock a lot of ships and make a lot of credits. I don't have premium. I just have a regular account with regular ships, and like I said, I'm trying to get as many different types of ship. I'm very limited on my resources here. So aside from that, let's talk about the gameplay a little bit before I can close the video, because we got a few seconds before the game ends. Well, in terms of in this gameplay, I hope you guys kind of catch on, but the point of this video in terms of the gameplay in the background is that really to control the way to navigate the map. And I plan on doing a video. When I do the video on the Taiho, I'll show you guys how to really manage the planes, because I think that a lot of people who don't like playing Japanese carriers, even though they know that Japanese carriers are powerful, it's probably because they cannot handle the micromanagement, and I find myself pretty well, or at least doing well with the micromanagement in this case. But it just takes some time and practice to do some videos, or at least try to do some gameplay videos with the Taiho. But I was able to do it in 6 games, 7 games to master a Taiho. I wouldn't say master it, but this is the first game I actually won in a Taiho. So I think I'm 1-7 with in terms of win-loss ratio. So I lost 7 games and won 1 game with a Taiho. I was stuck with a Taiho with a 0% win-loss ratio for quite some time. I was pretty surprised. So aside from that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time on World of Warships, or another time on my channel, of course.